I go far, self-grace is worth a million miles. Little change to be, came a little up. By the time they want the price, the name that went up. Still got work to do, I'm trying daily. Cause don't end up and leave, but I can take it. By now, my demons.
I am in Italy, in a little town called Varese near the Swiss border. I'm here to spend some time with the Cloud Academy office, some of the lovely people that I've been working with online on some projects, and it's time to have some face-to-face time. So I'm looking forward to it. Today we had some great meetings. We've had a session with Roberto's team and the data science squad talking about potential uses of AI with the swipe game, a lot of which we're developing already, but it'll be great to get their insights, in particular about how to use machine learning and AI with the data that comes off the back of the swipe game, as well as content generation. Hopefully tomorrow we can explore more projects that they've been working on that we can work into some kind of interactive experience. The other chat that we had was with Alessandro and to do with micro interactions and micro learning. There's a lot to explore there, and I'm keen for both of our teams to come together, both on the content generation perspective, again from the data science squad, but also the interactive elements of it and the animation that could go into making that experience very rich and very engaging for the users. We also had another conversation with Roberto, Andrea and Matteo about how we integrate R&D planning and development and ideas into a idea of this feature funnel that we can bring ideas into, iterate on them, decide which ones have value, and then pursue into the product. At the moment, it's been quite ad hoc and quite freeform, which is good. It's allowed us to explore lots of different ideas. But when it comes to actually pursuing something and creating something that we can put into the product, it then becomes quite hard to assign value to it after the fact. So we're hoping to kind of put more of a process in place that we can involve lots more people in as well to create products and ideas that can go to market. That's it for today. A couple of drinks tonight, a few more chats tomorrow. See how it goes. We are now on our way back from 2.5 days in the Cloud Academy offices in Switzerland. It's been great to meet everybody, play some table tennis, play some table football, have a lot of coffee and talk to a lot of people. In particular, one of the conversations that I mentioned before was between the R&D team and the insights team and the data science team. We talked a lot about the use of AI and language models in question generation, interactions, games, things where it takes a lot of work generally or traditionally to make content for things like games. Like if you want to have a branching narrative and create lots and lots of content for lots of possibilities, that's a lot of work for someone to write generally, something like the swipe game. But AI and language models allows us to create a lot of that content. If not dynamically completely, then it speeds it up for the people that are writing it. And we did talk a lot about kind of dynamic content as well, like the idea of serving dynamic content to a user as they're playing the game, not necessarily using it as a writing tool. And obviously the soft skills prototype uses that in its kind of basis. That's how it works. Like it's an AI that talks to you and you can't do that ahead of time. Like you have to kind of generate it on the fly. But obviously that requires a lot of kind of thought and planning and even kind of ethical concerns as to what you're exposing to the user and the guardrails that have to be put in place. The other big talking point from the last couple of days was this idea of how we validate and how we assign value to ideas and features that maybe the R&D team are working on or other teams are working on, and how we kind of funnel that into something that we can put into product. And we essentially came up with this idea of the kind of feature funnel, as it were. So at the top, we've got lots of ideas, lots of features, or things that are like a little idea that might be connected to something else. And this like process of validating those, kind of choosing which ones to progress with, ones to park, ones that aren't quite right for the timing right now. But as we go down the funnel, we're able to assign more value to the ideas and features, and therefore assign more resource and time to dedicate to them that allows us to work on them more. So by doing that, we're able to kind of hopefully integrate more teams and more people and more skill sets into the ideas and into the things that we're going to make, while accepting still that there are going to be some things that we can't do at a given time, or we have to kind of park for the time. So that'll be a bit of a switch for some teams, because generally when we're looking at things to work on, we're kind of like, is our time valuable? Like, is this something that's going to go to market? And the problem with that is that if you focus too much in that regard and only pick things that you know have value, you're disregarding things which could have a lot of potential value later. And in this world of like AI and companies kind of trading on their innovation value, which I'm kind of seeing a lot at the moment, you need to be able to show that you have ideas that you're working on, not necessarily a kind of go-to-market product that is there right now. Like, people want to be seeing like what you're working on in the future, the potential is there. So this is just the start. It's really good to meet people, spend that time face to face, because then we can branch out and then continue our meetings online and continue these kind of regular updates and collaborations. So watch this space.